Hello everyone, hello back to more of a Let's Play Shadow of Destiny. I'm the Black Shadow, and last time we got ourselves ending D. Very cool ending with the twist that Ike Kucsh is actually Dr. Wagner. Cursed to youthful immortality, a wanderer of the globe for centuries, fated to every now and again lose all of his memories and start all over. Still a super cool ending and a very fascinating little twist. That is, I'm pretty sure, completely canon. Very nice. So, with that done, we have more work to do. We've only got 2 of the endings of this game, and there's still various things that we don't know about. We haven't had the chance to explore, and we're going to start uncovering the secrets. So to do that, we need to restart the entire game. So, let's make our way all the way here to the completed section. And if you load this, you will head back to the prologue. 2 o'clock. April 8th. Feels like such a long time ago now. So nothing's different here at all. Ike still comes out. Still gets stabbed by Hugo, now that we're aware of what's actually been going on. And we wake up in Limbo and have our first meeting with Homunculus. And he thought he had a rough day already. Oh boy. He doesn't know the half of it.
What the... what's going on? What on earth could have happened?
Limbo's a cool place, though.
Am I dead?
So, the prologue plays itself out exactly as it has done before. We get stabbed, we come to find a way to get around it, and doing so, we get the street performer to turn up so that we scare away Hugo, and we don't get stabbed. All lovely and well, everything's awesome. The changes start in Chapter 1, however. Here he comes. There he goes.
There was someone behind me.
So, I'm sure you guys will kind of see where the changes happen. And we did sort of semi-explore this a few videos so ago with the bar fire. So you have the option to just charge on in like a crazy person.
Jeez, I don't think anybody can make it out of that mess.
Or you can try and be a little bit more rational about your decisions.
Oh dear.
Of course, there's Hugo. Trying to fake us to go inside. Kind of crazy, but hey.
Grandpa's in there. Please help him.
Aha! I'm onto you, kid.
Sorry, kid. Damn, where's the fire department?
So we can refuse to go in, and that's all well and lovely and good and super. And what you'll need to do is head on back to the marketplace, as I mentioned previously, and if you do, you'll find that the juggler is still here. And you'll come to watch all this sort of stuff. Of course, that's the joke, because we now know the identity of who that is.
There's something in here. There's a letter inside. To Ike, please get something like a thick iron plate. What the?
So, mysterious, but useful to get hold of the Egg now. However, what you'll notice is that, well, it's actually solved the situation in the bar. You know, we still gotta try and work this way out. Hello.
Is there something going on at the bar? What's with all the noise?
It's crazy, my dear. Okay, just say the same thing. So, we still have to go inside the bar. There's no getting around that. We have to go in order to fall for the plan. But it was important to get hold of the egg ornament first.
Are you gonna help my grandpa?
Fine. So again, we head in. It's pretty bad. We fall for the trick. And we choke to death and die. Our hero. So this is where things start to go off the rails a little bit. Of course, we are still inside here, and our thing is flashing. It's important.
Man, this is not a good time.
Oh, by the way, you don't have to immediately leave it. You can actually look around a little bit. So you come to, like, check the door, for example, and you'll find the door's actually locked. Isn't that interesting? Clearly it was a trap. We can also look around a bit more as well, if you want. Again, the place is a mess. You can try and go down to the staircase here. Staircase is also blocked off as well, so that's a problem. And as we can do here, have we got, like, maybe, you know, is that fire extinguisher about? Maybe we jump out the window? No, that's not available for us either. So, bit of a problem. You should note that we're not actually dead yet, however, so I guess that's kind of cool. Oh, I didn't actually mean to trigger this again. Well, never mind. Basically, what we need to do is waste a little bit of time in here, effectively. And then what will happen, I forget what the exact trigger is, but I think if you just spend enough time in here, what you'll find is if we then end up traveling back to the point where the fire started. Do you remember that previously we were teleported to outside and we managed to stop Hugo and scare him away from starting the fire in the first place? A little different this time. So here we are at 2 o'clock. And we're actually inside the bar. Not outside. So you're going to be thinking, whoa, hold on a second, Shadow. As he goes to put down a handy-dandy save state just to keep things nice and smooth. If I were inside here...
No, there should be someone in here.
Yeah, he's not going to try and leave because, of course, we were still told that Grandpa was in here. Well, where the heck is Grandpa?
Hey, wake up!
Yeah.
What is it? Get up! There's a fire! What? What?
I don't see any fire. What do you think you're doing here? We're not open yet. How'd you get in?
Complicated.
No.
Wait, I smell something burning. It really is a fire.
Spidey senses a tingling here. And so the barman this time is the one who goes up. Also, while he does that, we realize this guy's got an interesting habit.
That was a close one. It looks like someone tossed a cigarette butt out back. What were they thinking with everything dry as tinder? I owe you an apology and a big vote of thanks. I was a little out of sorts, you know.
I guess I owe you my thanks. Your next meal's on the house.
Nice.
Really? Well, if nothing happens before then, I'll be here for sure. Maybe tonight. Say, by the way, do you happen to have grandchildren?
Sure do. A grandson and a granddaughter. Twins. They've just started walking. Just adorable. You want to see the picture?
Now, you'll remember in the first run,
No thanks, but I'm sure they're really cute.
we asked about this eventually.
Absolutely. They're the apple of my eye. Want to see the picture?
Oh, that's okay.
Stacey's
Anyway,
asked
see you
that.
later.
All right. See ya.
That was a weird conversation. Really strange. So there you go. We actually get the barman to stop the actual fire, which is a very cool way of kind of finding a different solution to this. Speaking of alternate solutions, now we can indeed head on back to the present now that we've stopped the bar fire. But before you do, there is something else you can do here. If we head back down, and importantly, if you head back down with the egg.
Oh, wow. That's a Scribner's egg.
So what? Was it? How did we get over this side?
I was right. Look at this texture. It's beautiful. Hey, come on, friend. Sell me this one, will you?
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to pay me for it.
Wow.
Really? Thanks. I'm a fiend when it comes to egg collectibles.
And of course, he opens the
Something
message.
written inside. To Ike. Please get something like a thick iron plate. What's this? You looking for an iron plate?
Well, I guess. Yes.
I see. All right, take this. It's yours. I don't use it anyway. Perfect, huh? Here.
And so this is an alternate solution for getting hold of your frying pan. And the cool thing of this is because we've got this so early, this is how you can skip chapter 4, because we start chapter 4 with the frying pan. You can literally go into chapter 4, use frying pan, be saved, go to chapter 5. And you can skip the entire chapter. We're not going to do this, however, because there is another alternate solution to this puzzle, which we're going to go ahead and explore. We're not taking this one, but I figured it'd be cool to at least show this one off to you, you know? So, what we are going to do is make our way back to the present. It's really cool when you do start exploring around, all the little stuff you can do. It's very cute. You know, it's a time travel game, so you've got to have this sort of in the back pocket. And the game's got to be prepared to give you all the solutions. But it's still very cool to see in execution. And so we come back. And much like before, the fire's never started.
Sir,
So, chapter 2 is next. And you'll remember this for when we accidentally ended up dragging Dana to the 1580s.
Oh,
Kind
didn't I
of
leave enough for the
complicated.
call?
We have the conversation. I've already shown you that you can continue to replay and get yourself killed here by chatting with Dana. And you can have lots of fun conversations with her with, like, already know what she's going to say and all that lovely stuff. And that's really cool. That's not what we're here to mess around with, however. There's only one thing I think that we can do differently here. And that involves us actually, well, if we come over here, of course, he'll tell us that we need to,
you came back
yeah.
for the stuff you forgot. I made Dana go out to look for you. She said she'd try the town square.
So there's the guy, super duper. So, if we go and make our way over to the town square, we can indeed stumble upon Dana.
sir,
That's Mr. Eike! That's the pentagram book! Oh my god! I never realized this! Weird.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure whether I'd find you.
I'm sorry.
So, anyways, my mind's completely blown there. I never realized that's actually Eike Kucsh there. Huh. That's so weird. Anyways. So, we make our way back to 1580. Dana comes with us. Which, of course, is a little awkward. And we make our way here. We stumble into Margaret, who's getting hassled by all the local folks. And we end up in the middle of a really awkward situation where everyone thinks that we're the devil.
You have a nerve, my
basically.
Girl. Really?
It's
What
awkward.
with that one being punished yesterday, too?
So you'll remember that the way we got out of this situation was by using the lighter in order to scare them off.
Where do you think you're going?
There is an alternate solution, which is kind of cute, and it's not the one I thought of when I first played this game. I stumbled upon the lighter. There's a funnier option. Yeah.
I have an idea. I'll just turn this thing on and...
Lord Almighty!
It gets crazy. Listen to this.
Listen carefully. Stop bothering this woman and go home. If you do as I say, no harm will come to you. This time. If you don't, I'll use this machine on you.
Ooh,
I can trap any of you inside this box in an instant.
sweet savior!
And you will keep what happened here a secret. Understand?
Like, to us, it sounds completely absurd.
Promise. Forgive us, please. Please.
Will that be
But
all? If it
I bet
is,
if you did in these
could perhaps go
circumstances
away now. And
400
everyone,
years ago,
go home too. Godspeed.
they might believe you. Crazy. So the only other thing of real note in Chapter 2 that we can affect and change is here. We need to obviously cut down the tree so that we don't get stabbed by Hugh, who's hiding inside of
Want
it.
a tree here. What?
Now, last time we asked him to put some flowers up, but we can also ask him to make a statue. Why not?
Well, now. All right, then. If the squire says so, that's that. Guess I'll call it a day.
Now, the question you might be asking is, okay, he's going to build a statue. Statue of what? Well, so if we make our way back to the present,
So Dana is somewhere back there in the past. I don't want to die.
it becomes a statue of Ike holding whatever object it was that you actually used in the scene prior to scare off the townsfolk. That's so ridiculous, but what the hell, right? Why not? I appreciate it. So, yeah, very, very cool stuff. Chapter 3, I don't believe has anything of any particular note to mess around with, so we're going to jump straight on to Chapter 4. Alright, so Chapter 4, here we are. So, as I mentioned earlier, if you've already got hold of the frying pan, this chapter can be completely skipped. You'll still have to do some bits and pieces in Chapter 5, like meeting the Brum family. You can't completely skip that, and it does make your next chapter a little bit on the tricky side. But you can, if you're quick, completely skip it. Can I make it to the thing? No, I can't, damn. Ow. Bit of a problem. Now, you have a few solutions to this puzzle. The first one is if you have hold of the egg, you can still go to the bar and you can speak with the bar owner and you'll go through the cutscene again. He'll give you the frying pan and then you'll be able to rescue yourself from the situation. I think you literally walk out and you have to use it instantly, and you can still largely bypass this chapter without doing anything else of any particular note, which is still kind of cool. That's a thing. So that is something you can do. But we're not interested in the ending regarding that. We have some other plans in mind. Just gonna go ahead and pick up a couple of energy units here because this is a... I remember where most of them are in this chapter, at least in this era. I always think the other ones is a bit tricky to find. Oh, by the way, here's the statue. Yeah. What? What? It's a thing, everyone. It's definitely a thing. Trying to get a decent angle. It's a bit hard to do. Can I go like first person? No, I can't. Well, there you go. It's a thing. So what we're actually going to go ahead and do is follow the stream of things for a little bit. Let's get hold of this energy unit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our way back 100 years. And again, much like previously, we'll stumble upon Alfred Brum and daughter Sibylla. But things will play out somewhat differently. Because you might remember when we first came here, this is where we found the egg ornament we end up using to go back to remind our past selves to, you know, protect us from the iron plate sort of thing. But we've already got it, so... Now, before we go to speak with Alfred Brum, we actually want to go and do a bit of adventuring. What we're going to do is make our way over here. Now, you'll remember that it's still fairly early in the morning, and once we have a discussion with Alfred, he goes to the photo shop to get hold of Franson so that we can take the picture with all three of us standing there, including Ike in the juggler's costume. But I believe you can actually come to the photo shop before that ever happens.
That sign over my shop looks like it might fall off. You could probably jump up and knock it off.
Are you daring me?
That sign! It's going to fall off. I kid you not.
This is notable. So notable that you'll notice becomes an object. However, it'd be kind of rude to interact with this right in front of the guy in his own shop, right? I think that's kind of not really on. But it's important to note. So what we want to do now is make our way back and actually continue on with the game. Let's meet with Alfred, Sibylla, all that good stuff. So, we head on here, we put on the costume.
Isn't there an iron plate?
An iron plate? What do you want something like that for?
Well, I just kind of need one.
There's nothing like that here. What is it for? Do you need to grill something?
No, nothing like that. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
A frying pan. Do you have a frying pan? Oh, you must have one.
This is still
No.
so silly they don't have a frying pan.
When Mother died, Father had all
So
her
dumb.
things taken away. So we only eat what the housekeeper brings nowadays.
What's that doing
No one
there?
will let me cook yet, you see.
Oh,
But cafes and restaurants must have lots
Yeah,
of
now it
frying
disappears.
pans.
Oops.
you're right. Good thinking, Sibylla.
You're welcome. But it's too early for any of the shops to be open.
Oh, come to think of it, there was a bunch of frying pans in the bar where that fire was during the day.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but I have something I need to do, so see you soon.
So, there's its own clue being given. Also, 21 minutes passes. Oh my gosh. So the clue there is that, wait, we've got the egg. Why don't we go to the barman and see if there's anything we can do with that? We're not saying the egg, you should just go to him and visit him, and you might click what you need to do. And that's all well and good. But obviously, that's not what we're intending to do. What we're interested in doing is making our way back to the photo shop, because now we've had our fun conversation with Franson and such. And Albert's taking him, and they're getting the pictures developed, all that sort of stuff. I believe that he's no longer outside the front of the shop. And as we make our way all the way around here, eventually... Ah, you see? He's not here anymore. And so now we can interact with this. And we've got a street sign. It sure is an iron plate. Now, if we make our way back to the present time, we find ourselves right outside here again. And we have our 5-second time limit. And we can use the sign as protection. Yeah. Pretty cool. And so we reach the big chapter 5, where a lot of our decisions start having the biggest consequences. Now, while, of course...
Already. I could use a little food. I guess being hungry is a sign that I'm still alive.
Now, of course, while there's still a lot of
Hey, I
big
could go
plot
to that
decisions
place,
to
the
make.
one with the fire earlier in the day. He did say he'd give me a free meal, I think.
Yeah, because he got that, he's promised the meal. Now we're gonna get one in the house. Interesting. I didn't even realize that was a thing. That's kind of cool. But anyways, what we want to do is now that we've got this, is we'll head on to the bar. There is, of course, a major plot point, which is going to make a big decision in regards to how the rest of this game is going to play out. But the reason we're here on this video is to delve into another little side quest that I didn't even look at in the first run, because I figured we're playing around in this one. So we've got to go a little bit of distance into the chapter here. We'll head on to the bar. We'll read our book. We'll have some issues occur to us, which of course is a problem. I wonder if this plays out any different. Might not. I have no idea. Man, loads.
There you are. Hey, please, have a seat over there. It's on the house this evening.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Thanks. It's really kind of
I didn't know that was a thing that changed.
No need to be so formal. I expect you to dig right in. I'm going to get you today's special right away.
Awesome. So after we die and are sent to limbo, we have the option, obviously, to resume. A reminder, of course, that we don't resume straight away. We've already eaten at this point, so you can't get around the whole poison situation that way. It's too late. I've already gone into the bar here as well to show you the alternates, things that happen with the egg, and learning about the grandparents, and realizing that the kid on the street might not necessarily have been who that you thought it was. But regardless, we are going to head back to 1902 and to speak with Alfred and co. Alright then, so we are here. So much like previous, what we need to do is we need to speak with Alfred Brum and convince him not to turn the place into a museum, but into a library. But we'll need to head inside before we can do that. Saying that, shouldn't they already be outside? Huh.
Oh, I thought you had to go somewhere.
No, it's all right now.
Never mind.
Sorry
It's
about
not
that.
important.
Oh, I know. Will you put that costume back on and be in the picture? Please?
Oh, we haven't taken the picture yet. I forgot to come back and do that. Ah.
All right. Hold still, please.
I'd completely forgotten. Fascinating. More
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
My bad.
I'm sorry I dragged you out of bed.
always carry it around?
Oh, that. It's a long story.
Sorry, I was just speeding through there slightly.
I'm sorry, but I have something I need to do, so see you soon.
Yeah, I'd
Come
forgotten
again
about that.
soon.
I hadn't triggered any
You
of
can
this.
use that key as much as you want.
What?
I saw you.
What are you talking about?
What's the matter? You have to go somewhere, right? You shouldn't be late.
Oh, that's right. Okay, see you.
So yeah, we now realize what she's talking about because she saw an alternate self of us taking the key, which is why it zooms in on it for a little bit, for as a reminder for later. So, while we can indeed head on to 1584, we're not going to do that just yet. So, let's head on back here. Obviously, we speak with Brum.
I'm still not sure, you see.
You don't want to turn it into a museum?
Well, I thought about that, but I've got a lot of books, too. A library wouldn't be a bad idea either, don't you agree?
Seems alright.
Okay, you've helped me make up my mind. A library it is.
Now, I must admit, I'm a little confused here of the game. So the game wants me to go to 1584, but I haven't actually found out anything about the antidote yet. It's kind of weird. I think I've slightly screwed with the timeline here a little bit. It's a touch baffling here, but whatever. Anyways, the reason we've come here is not actually to do with any of this stuff at all. It's not why we're here. What we've come to do is we want to go back inside and have a chat with Sibylla again.
What is it?
No, nothing. Just came to talk, that's all.
Oh, you can go anywhere you like. That's nice. I always have to mind the baby, so I can't go outside to play. Besides, Father will be busy changing the house around from now on.
Is it pretty boring for you here, Sibylla?
Yes, just a little. Oh, don't tell Father. He'll worry, you see.
It's okay, I won't tell. Hey, Sibylla, do you like cats? Kittens?
Yeah, I love kittens. Oh, are you gonna get me one?
I know someone who might be able to help. I'll ask him if you like.
Really? A kitty?
Okay, I'll bring you one soon.
Do we know someone that can help? Well, as it turns out, we do. Oh, Sibylla, just try not to look at this. It's a dream. Ugh. No. So what we need to do is make our way back to the present time. Obviously, we haven't solved our poison issue yet. This is very notable. But we've still a little bit of time until then. Unless the game's going to kill me right now, which would be unfortunate. Don't do it. Good. Okay. It spawned me in the same place. I was like, uh-oh, this is bad. Look at this, all lit up and everything now. It's so dumb. Anyways, so let's head on through. Oh, these two are still out here. Hello. How you doing? You good?
Poison. I'm sorry, but I really don't have a clue. Try the library. There's probably something there that could help.
Yeah, so they'll say now you've changed it to a library.
What's that? Excuse me? Do I know anything about poison? No, not really my strong suit. Can't you find a book on that?
So yeah, obviously telling you that that's easy to do if somehow you've not quite worked that one out. But we're not here to research about the antidotes and stuff, at least not yet as far as the story's concerned. What we want to do is head inside here for a different reason. You might recall the first time we head to the Brum Museum, or Brum Library I suppose it is now, that Mr. Eckert was hardly alone in the house. So we head on through here. Let's have a chat with him, shall we? He said he'd offer to help us any way he could.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a kitten.
You can take one? Great. Well, that's just wonderful. There, take the one sleeping in that basket. She's a nice cat.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, he mentioned that his one of his cats had a litter recently. No. Yes. We've acquired a kitten in our inventory. What? Oh dear. And so, in something which I think is awfully kind of confusing, we're going to take this kitten from 2001 and we're going to take it 100 years into the past and ironically bring it back to the exact same place and give it to Sibylla. Yeah. This poor cat. She's just a victim in all this, isn't it?
Oh, you've got a kitten, haven't you? Show me, please.
Fortunately, she's black and white.
She's so soft. Can I really have her?
I promised, didn't I? Make sure you give her lots of love.
Hooray! Thank you!
For the record, I think most cats would not be appreciated as being instantly picked up by someone they didn't know like that and just like, whatever. I don't think that's how it works normally, but I don't know. I've got quite a small base to work with.
Thank you for the lovely kitten.
However, it doesn't quite end there. So, the Brum household obviously get hold of the cats, but end up getting cats now a lot sooner than was ever planned. And so, if we make our way back to the library, and so we're back. But you might already be starting to notice something's... something's a little different. Yep. That cat has, in some way, become its own ancestor. And so now the Brum household is covered in cats everywhere. It's pretty neat.
Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, not really.
Good conversation. So yeah, there's cats everywhere. It's a nice little side effect of what you've done. It's pretty cool. So yeah, there's a little side quest there of bringing a cat 100 years to the past and surely confusing the absolute hell out of it. Very fun. Alright then, so that, everyone, is going to bring this video to an end. So thank you all for watching, as per always. We had a bit of fun with this one, showing off a lot of the side stuff you can do here. It's time to delve into the real nitty-gritty of this game and shooting for some of those higher up endings. There is one big decision that sets us on the path down all of that, but with some other choices to make along the way. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.